Hello and welcome to this introduction to the 2.6 circuit at Popham, representing the circuit as published in December 2024. It is aimed mainly at students to help them learn the circuit, but should be helpful if you are new to Popham or haven't visited or flown 2.6 for a while. The circuit is the red track and noise abatement areas are ringed and shaded in red. Let's line up on 2.6. In this video, the camera angle is pitched lower to afford a better view of the terrain to help you learn the circuit. The first thing to notice is the noise abatement area straight ahead. From the end of the runway, but not before, turn right approximately 20 degrees. As you can see, there is a corridor between the two noise abatement areas. The track you want to follow extends from the end of the runway through the middle of the 4 earthen mounds in the second field and over the middle of the grain silos. Looking left, you can see the railway coming up from Mitchell Dever. As you cross the railway just after the grain silos, you can commence your turn onto crosswind. The aiming point for the crosswind track is the large field in front of the finger of woods. To the left, the grass runway converges with your track, and then a wiggly hedge appears below and meanders off to the left of you. Once abeam the white telecom mast in the woods to your left, you can start your turn onto downwind. Looking right, the aiming points for downwind are the buildings over the railway tunnel and onto the northern edge of North Waltham Village. Your track should start following a long diagonal across this large, oddly shaped field to the buildings over the railway tunnel. Beyond the buildings over the railway, there is a rectangular wood, and it's important to track over this. This will keep you clear of the noise abatement area for the 2 houses between the woods just inside the circuit. As we near the rectangular wood, we should be able to make out a large complex of farm buildings to our left. It is abeam these farm buildings that we start our turn onto base leg. However, remember, this video is nil wind, and it may be necessary to start your turn sooner to avoid extending downwind and flying over the noise abatement area for the white farmhouse in the field. The aiming point for the base leg is the cutting in the woods just north of the A303. Base leg takes you just to the left of the cutting, but don't drift too far left, as the crematorium just to the left of track also has a noise abatement area. From base leg, it's very much about looking to your right for the runway. The track starts to turn in the field before the woods. The turn finishes establishing a final over the woods and along the side of the motocross track to avoid the garages on the left. There is a white arrow to assist you on final. This is a dogleg final, and the turn to land is once over the runway using the numbers as a reference. If you are a student, then as you learn the aiming points and the track, remember that your view will be mainly to the left, so pay particular attention to what you can see there. You will also have to take into consideration the wind and correction for drift. So the aircraft may not necessarily be pointing straight down the track, especially on crosswind and base legs. Turn points may also need to be adjusted to allow for drift to follow the circuit track. Once you have learnt the circuit, you can also use the video to practice your checks and radio calls as you watch it. Finally, try saying out loud all your actions: speeds, heights, flaps, lookout, checks, radio calls, etc. as you fly the circuit with this video. The video is intended to help you learn or refresh your knowledge of the 2.6 circuit at Popham, but you should also heed any instruction or advice given by your instructor. I hope you found it both helpful and enjoyable. Please feel free to comment, share, hit like and subscribe. This video is based on the airfield information published by Popham Airfield as of December 2024 and is only to be used as a guide. Pilots using this video to fly at Popham should check and use the information published by Popham Airfield to ensure that they have current and up-to-date airfield information. Thank you.